I welcome you, ladies, gentlemen, and all those of you who aspire to be one of those. I welcome you back to another round of Freelancer. And as you can see on screen right now, what can I say? Things didn't start off too well. I forgot a little bit about removing the single player saves, or rather, adding the single player saves back again after I played a little bit vanilla Freelancer. Have to do that in order to properly start the game once the modded save stats are out of the folder. I had to copy them back in and restart the game. So that's what you see right now. And now we've got all our save stats again, so we can continue our journey. Problem is with the stream, as you can probably imagine, the game didn't like me too much, and it wasn't only the game. Things went a bit troublesome for me, to put it mildly. I've had several crashes of the game, and I noticed during or shortly after one of those that I recorded the first hour, around an hour, without my microphone active. Hence why we are here today, and I will put a little bit of commentary over a scene or two. The rest will be mute gameplay, I'm afraid. But without further ado, I hope you can still enjoy what you see. And you have my usual commentary back after about an hour. After about an hour, let's just put it that way. I have 1 hour, 1 and 21 seconds, so if I cut nothing too much, I'm not sure about yet, then about the hour mark I'll have my usual commentary, and it will be pretty much obvious once we reach that point. Until then, enjoy.
Dock, access granted. Dock, access granted. Dock, access granted. Sensor efficiency. Reduce. Dock. Free flight. Dock. Dock. Access granted.
On this end of the system, we get a little bit uncomfortably close to the red giant. And as you could just see, I checked my log file, the personal log file of Edison Trent, for any clues on what to do up next. Because, let's be frank, we didn't really get another mission parameter. We arrived and, well, and nothing much to see. So we're going to be exploring here for a little bit. We had a bit of a dead end in the other system, in the nomad control system, or probably nomad control system, that very much reminded me of the Badlands. So we're going into the other direction and see if we can find something worthwhile in a few more systems. New Caledonia, here we come. And I love the visual here, the inclusion of a galaxy picture essentially in the background. It's a nice little touch. I mean, it's just background.png at the end of the day, if we're honest. But it is still a lovely touch, and the system itself is rather pretty. A nice blue star, a red star, the clouds and the galaxy background. And there's quite a lot to see. I mean, we've got quite a few trade routes, 4 endpoints of them, and the jump gate. So we're gonna go around once and see what we can find. I'm sure it'll be useful also. And I'm sure there will nothing be happening that might annoy me. Hint, hint.
Acknowledged. Your request to dock is granted. Please proceed to dock 3. Incoming Order World Heavy Fighter Patrol. This is Photo Station. We see you on our scope. Please submit your designation. This is Renaissance. Lambda 9.
Loaded into cargo hold. Loaded into cargo hold. Loaded into cargo hold.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is Photo Station. You are cleared for launch. Good journey.
Dock access granted.
This is Renaissance, Cabot 9-3. How many waypoints to our destination? We have only one more waypoint to go.
Incoming heavy transport convoy. This is Marseille Station. You are now in range. Submit your designation.
Dock.
Acknowledged. Your request to dock is granted. Proceed to dock 6. Received your transmission. Renaissance. Alpha 10. What is your destination? Our Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is Marseille Station. You are cleared for launch. Good flying.
Scan cargo. Dock. Free flight. Dock access granted.
Incoming cargo transport patrol. This is Martinique Station. You are in range of our scanners. Transmit your ID code and destination. Transmission received. Renaissance.
Dock.
Acknowledged. Your request to dock is granted. Proceed to dock 3.
We're heading to Martinique Station.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is Martinique Station. Everything's a go for launch. Good flying.
This is where we get off. Thanks for your help. This is Renaissance, Cabot 6-6 to Martinique Station.
Dock access granted.
Your request to more is granted. Proceed to more 11.
Warning. Sensor efficiency Reduce. Dock.
Acknowledged. Your request to dock is granted. Please proceed to dock 1.
Alright, this is our stop. Thank you for your help. This is Freelancers. Gamma 11-11 at Pauline Station. I'm requesting to moor.
Roger that. Your request to
To sum things up here real quick. The station has no ships, so I'm gonna use the moment. The other ships on the other stations didn't quite do it for me. They're outperformed by my ship in one way or another, and it doesn't help me at all. What we're about to see, though, is one of the problematic things, and I'll be watching pretty closely, actually, to see what may or may not have happened there. Yeah. We're about to see that picture a few more times during the stream. And the reason was pretty simple. In hindsight, I'm sure that, well, nothing good happened, let's put it that way. I tried to click the station in front of it, and it didn't really work out so well, but I don't want to bore you, and rather, let's see what happens next. I'll figure it out eventually, I promise.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is Pauline Station. Everything's go for launch. Good luck out there. Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is Pauline Station. You are cleared for launch. Good luck out there.
Hey, don't fall asleep on me. Out here you'll get us killed.
Dock. Free flight. Dock. Dock. Access granted.
And I still have no idea why that particular construction station basically really caused so much trouble. The moment I selected it, or the moment I had my mouse over it even, game gone. Just crashed on me, and oh well. I mean, only 2 tries to figure out what happened. I mean, it could have been worse, yes? But it felt immensely frustrating, I tell you. On the other end, at least we found out that nothing too interesting was in the system. That led me to do a little bit of research. Because I didn't know where to go anymore. We had no mission. So, what I did was ask the homepage if something is in that system, if there's another way, further a way to continue, or if there's a way to trigger the quest further. I didn't find a way to trigger any broken or so quests, so I will just assume the game wasn't broken, which I thought during stream. But instead, I mean, we did what we came for. We made contact. Nothing else happened. I would have liked more to come out of it. At least a little more side story than we had. Don't get me wrong, it was fun at all. Thing is, I'm about to experiment a little bit. I'll be going back to the Renaissance Badlands, and check out a thing or two I've read about while looking things up. And after that, I'll just try to force the quest to continue if there is any. Otherwise, we'll be on our way home.
Dock access granted.
The military's been good to me, but I'm starting to think I want more.
Dock. Dock access granted. Warning, sensor efficiency reduced. Dock. Dock access granted. Dock.
Just keep it strict. Concentrate and be alert.
Dock access granted. Dock. Free flight. Dock. Dock access granted. Dock. Access granted. Dock.
Roger that. Your request to dock is granted. Please proceed to dock 2. Incoming Order World Heavy Fighter Patrol. This is Strasbourg Station.
Loaded into cargo hold.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is Strasbourg Station. You are cleared for launch. Good journey.
Dock. Free flight. Dock. Dock. Access granted.
Attention all wingmen. This is Renaissance. Omicron 9-1. Sit rep. What's your status?
Dock. Dock. Access granted.
And I'm just gonna chime in here again, because I found out a few neat things about the system. There are 2 racks in the system. There are racks pretty much all around these systems actually. Usually in nebulas, but also a few in asteroid fields. I didn't check all the systems, but I noticed about half a dozen to a dozen racks for sure. 2 in the system. They don't have anything too fancy, but it was enough. It was enough to entertain myself, and enough to at least make a little show out of it. On the other hand, there are the nomads, which are incredibly clingy here. And they actually give me quite a bit of trouble, despite being the run-of-the-mill stronger nomads. But you'll see the beating I receive, and I can promise you also it will not be the last one I get here. Both during the stream and during this exploration. There are more things in the system than just 2 racks though, and I'm about to show you. I hope I'm starting to annoy you. I just want to chime in again. I like the battle music in this system. I mean, listen closely and imagine it. To fight the nomads, it's a good theme. It's really enjoyable. It's got a threat. It's got another style, especially compared to the original, but it still fits the bill. Lovely.
Shield restored. Trap failure. Shield failed. Trap failure. Shield restored. Trap failure. Trap failure. Scanning cargo. Trap failure. Cancel. Go to. Cancel. Go to. Cargo Edison. Cargo Edison. Free flight. Objective reached. Incoming missile. Shield failed. Shield restored. 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 Tractor failure. Go to. Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Cancel. Shield failed. Tracking failed. Shield restore. Shield failed. Shield restore. Tracking failed. Shield failed. Shield restore. Tracking failed. Shield failed. Tracking failed. Tracking failed. Tracking failed. Shield restored. Tracking failed. Go to. Free flight. Incoming missile. Shield failed. Shield restored. Tracking failed. Shield failed. Shield restored. Shield failed. Mine cover. Hull breach. Tractor failure. Anomaly detected. Go to. Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Free flight.
And since I was catched so nicely by the Nomad Interceptor before, Now you can see what I've been looking for in this system. Take a look at that. Sadly, however, you couldn't hear my scared screams about what the actual hell is going on here. Just looking at it again. Holy shit, I want to go back there. I might have to.
Missile.
Also, aside this outpost, and since they were able to catch me, very unlucky me, you could see it in the nebula there for a second, and you'll be able to see it in a moment again.
Shield failed. Shield restored. Shield failed. Track failed. Track failed. All creation ended. Shield restored.
There you can see it. That is an inactive nomad jump gate. It serves no other purpose, as far as I know, but to show just to be there, to be a little mystery, just like the whole outpost. I loved the sequence, and I will be going back there eventually. I'm sure. Maybe even check out. It should exist in multiplayer as well, shouldn't it? May have a little bit of a nomad massacre there. But we'll see about that. This is about single player, and I've had enough. I believe I showed you everything that I could at this point. So we might as well continue.
Dock access granted. Dock. Dock access granted.
Cargo Transport Patrol, please identify yourself. Transmission received. Zeta 10, where are you heading?
Dock access granted.
Sharpen up, men. We're headed to Paul's house.
Dock in use. Entering queue. Dock access granted.
All clear. Now it's our turn.
Dock access granted. Warning, sensor efficiency reduced.
Acknowledged. Your request to dock is granted. Proceed to dock 1.
Dock.
Acknowledged. Stand by. Pattern is full. You will be cleared to proceed when it's free. This is Freelancer Omicron 1-8. You are now cleared to dock. Designation. This is Freelancers Iota 12. We're sending the data now. Transmission received. Freelancers Iota 12. Where are you heading? I'm a trader from Burgundy. I'm carrying oxygen at our station.
Hello.
You know, normally I'd cut this out. But this time I want you to see, because this is the moment of my realization that took way, way, way too long for me. I'm sorry. Hate. Absolute hate. I believe I've been muted all the time. For whatever reason. But I see no... Wait. Don't make me cry, game. To tell me I've been silent. Have I been silent? I don't know. I have I have no viable output here. I'm not sure if I've been silent all the time or not. Please don't. I'm just gonna hope. And continue my thing.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is our station. Everything's a go for launch. Good luck out there.
Alright then, so I can't take missions because I have an unknown objective.
Go to.
Now we're gonna go back over to that jump hole and see if anything happens. If not, I'm not sure yet if I want just wanna fly back or just reload. I do not know if it's bugging out completely now or not. I mean, yeah, we're going to fly back. We're going to fly back all the way. If only so I can see that. If only so I can see it.
Hey, don't fall asleep on me. Out here you'll get us killed.
Not a fan. I'm gonna call it right away. If I've been muted really there for the entire almost first hour of the stream, I'm just gonna talk it over. I'm just gonna speak over it. I'm just gonna record it. Say a few things that I want to have said. A few relevant things concerning my actions here. And if I haven't been muted all the time, which I'm still afraid I was, then it's all good.
Free flight.
So yeah, we have nothing here. So we're just gonna go back here. Oh my. That's still killing me. Honestly. Navigation bows there. Game, why? Why do you keep crashing on me? Why? Wait a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check a thing or two. Well, fuck my life. I really have been silent the entire time. I just wanted to check the recording real quick. Oh man. You know, I keep dying. I'm still unsure if the game is bugging out on me or the mod's been bugging out on me. I've been silent for almost an hour. Did I mention that the game's been crashing like 5 times in the past hour?
Anomaly detected.
Ah! Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. And no. Come on, now you just wanna annoy me. Now you just wanna annoy me. Go to hell.
Shields restored.
My unease grows worse and worse. Fuck off, nomads. No one wants you, no one likes you. Go to hell. If it wasn't somewhat funny, it would be incredibly sad, but it is sad, incredibly. But I still can laugh about it, so damn me. Okay. And in any case, we're now back online and talking. Back online and talking this time. Well, makes lots of sense now. But so many things from the past will not make any sense. They will make no sense at all without the context of what I've been saying all the time. By the way, when I checked the systems, I noticed that here or so and here or so are also 2 wrecks, but I will not go into that cloud for reasons. And because I do not need the loot. And damn my life. But I still enjoy that thingy over there, whatever that's supposed to be. Can I just fly past you?
Scanning. Cargo.
I'm really not feeling like, you know, taking care of you right now. Good, we're having a long way back home. I'll go over there, and then it's probably 2 straight lines here, if I'm not mistaken. It still is annoying to no end. But I'd be happy if at least the game would stop crashing every, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes or so. That would be a huge improvement already. Have faith in your shields, they will keep you safe. Was a gamble I took there, I will admit that much. But damn. Ah, there it is, there's the curve. Just gonna cut in line here a little bit. I'm not gonna play with you, nomads. No one likes you. Damn, I have to count how many times I said it while streaming so far. I believe I said it quite a few times. At the very least, at the very least 5 times or 6 times last stream. Of that I'm 90% sure. Ouch. I mean, from here on out I can just, you know, just lean back and fly. hope for the best. But I wonder if I would die if I go there. I will most likely try this in another attempt off stream or so. Because I'm really curious about that one. I'll take a look into that off stream.
Warning. Sensor
Don't want to waste
efficiency
all of your time
reduced.
with just dying. I may put it in a very quick recording. Only to show, but I'm not even sure yet. And same will go for our next system that we're about to enter again, Epsilon Indy. Because there's another thing that might be a thing or might be not, but I'm sure it is. Stop me if I'm talking nonsense. Annoying, annoying. But hey, at least the systems we're going through are very pretty. Gotta give them that much. Yeah, gotta give them that much. And they're pretty nicely designed.
Free flow.
Yeah,
Anomaly.
I know you're there, but I don't really care for you.
Dock access granted.
Because no one does. So this one will be a bit of a navigation thing to do properly. Something like that, I believe.
Go to.
So that here in the middle, in case you didn't see it last time, I'm 100% sure that's that has to be an object inside the system because it's not part of the background. It's moving with us, or our angle is changing, so to speak. I'd also be very curious to know what happens when you fly there. Will you just die? Will you just fly into it? Does it even have a hitbox? I don't know. But I'm curious, but then again, I will not test my limits on this stream. There you see, the angle does change. I will not change the limits of what this game allows me to do on stream, not again. I think I've angered Freelancer today as it is, so I will not push too many limits if I can get around it. So I didn't get a new oh no, those are my points.
Cancel.
Please don't stop. That was stupid of me, I can admit that much.
Objective reached.
Alright,
Go to.
continue. I mean, it very much looks like either a white dwarf, but from the color almost like a black hole, just absorbing mass from the nearby star, from the nearby big star. And I absolutely love it. I absolutely love that level of detail. Could probably just fly through that radiation pocket. On the other hand, I do not want to. Radiation and I, you know, we're not best buddies. We do not like each other.
Free flight.
There you are again.
Objective reached. Go to.
Sounds like a plan, yeah. That looks like a plan. And that looks so amazing! Ah!
Free.
Yeah, no. Not gonna do that. We're gonna just make our way
Go to.
around that. Yes. Yes. That looks good. That looks good. Good. With that system out of the way as well, the rest should be pretty easy.
Anomaly detected. Dog.
But also a bit more unspectacular for the next, I don't know, for next 10-15 minutes? With a bit of luck, action's coming back soon. With no luck, well, with no luck, I'm fucked regardless. We're gonna go straight way over there. Gonna take a look at our nice background.png, which had me pretty much freaked out the first moment. Oh, is that far away? Yeah, more nomads. Bye. Bye. Oh, ho, ho. No, my voice can't do that even. No, but I shouldn't anyway. Ha ha ha. Or I could use a full set of nomad energy cannons, which is, of course, with the zero energy usage, is huge. But, you know? But, is that worth it? I dare say no. Others may say yes. Experts don't have an opinion yet, so neither do I. Okay. I'm fine. What I'll be needing very much is a power generator. What were you flying? A power generator Mark 5 would be best. I'll get that one in Frankfurt, I believe. I have the money for it. Will I do it? Autopilot, what's wrong with you? Even I saw that comment and I'm not even really paying attention right now. Yeah. We're going to fly to Hamburg once we're back in Seoul. And have checked out if the whole mission is bugged or not. Important. If we can go back to the main story mission, then we will decline once more and head over to Hamburg. Frankfurt, my bad. So we're gonna leave Seoul again. Hyperion Dublin, near London, Cambridge, Omega 3, 7. I believe then Stuttgart, New Berlin, Frankfurt. I believe that should be our path, yes. If I'm not messing things up right now, that should. Do the asteroids here even exist for the ship? Sure appears like no. But okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Unknown. Detected.
So, Epsilon Iridiani, another long flight incoming. This is a little bit sad, actually. So, same thing as before, because the straight course would lead basically through the sun. We're gonna take a pit stop at the Nomad City over there and go back to the jump hole from that. Just gonna make a quick waypoint of it there. And that's why I'm not going to fly the direct path. Only a little bit closer.
Free flight.
And we're gonna break off here. Gonna go fast. Gonna keep flying for a moment. And straight course. Should be fine from here. The Nomad fighters do not scare me. Because why should they? They can't do shit. Good, and once in Seoul, it's one more long flight, and after that, it's not going to get too interesting, but I gotta do something because I'm somewhat sure we'll need the energy boost, and I just don't think these weapons with our current energy supply can do the trick. Or future weapons. I know what's to come. At least I have a rough idea about the weaponry that is to come. I do not know where the story goes. I do remember faintly the next part, or part of the part. I don't even know. I believe I got stuck back then in chapter 6.
Detected.
Or did I get stuck, or did I just not play anymore? I don't even know anymore. Well, it's been with Crossfire 1.8 that I played the story, so forgive me if I do not remember certain things. And welcome back to Seoul. We're gonna go straight there. We're gonna go straight to the Order HQ. It's a bit further away than Mercury, but from Mercury we had to take 2 trade lanes to get to Mars. So I believe the end result does not take that much longer. Well, neither do I. I'm sadly aware that today is a tad bit boring. Wait a second.
Free flight.
What's been floating there? Huh? What wasn't there just some sort of debris flying around here? Okay, never mind. Don't mind me, I guess. I'm getting confused as hell here now. It's not gonna get better. There's another asteroid miner in the middle of nowhere. Well, I'm fine with that. That is spawn cruise. There's another order patrol. Don't you hit me. There are Hessians. Where? Oh, there. Huh. There are armed forces here. How? And two different kinds of order. I'm just not going to question it. There is the order. Renaissance, but there is no friendly order. I'm doubting myself now. BMM, what's BMM doing here? GC, what are they doing? Oh, but correct me if I'm wrong. Oh gosh, fuck off. There were friendly order ships here a moment ago, weren't there? Or am I just confused now? Did I just completely lost it now? Did I just completely lose it now? There's Phobos. Do not intend to hit it. I do not know if I die or not. But I do not intend to hit it, and I do not intend to hit Deimos either. Little planetoids. So I didn't get an update on my log file. Now the big question is, can I continue or not?
Roger that. Your request to dock is
That is a
granted.
really
Proceed
big
to
question
dock
here
four.
now. Can or can't? Let's see. That looks good.
Repair complete.
That actually looks good. Can't get anything interesting here. Can't get interesting ships. Checked that last time. I'm gonna keep that with me in that case. Anything else? Not even sure if I have to go to Brossard.
Good to see you again, Trent.
Alright.
We could really use you out there.
I
Decline.
don't think I can do this.
Trent?
Yeah, Journey. It's fine, Journey. I know what I'm doing.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8.
I do not know if I'm supposed to...
You are
Ouch.
cleared for launch. Good flying.
I do not know if I'm supposed to get another notification, like,
Access
you
granted.
know, alright, I don't know, I made first contact or so with the remainders of an Alliance experiment, and they're in a bad spot, but we're taking up contact, we're going to help them, they're going to help us, and the likes, I don't know. That's something I do not know. I will read about this until the next stream, certainly. I expected something to happen here. Nothing did. So we're going to increase our power threshold by getting another power generator. And I believe... Wait. Was the power or the shield upgrade in Frankfurt? Took a friend there in multiplayer a few weeks back. I knew we were in Frankfurt, Lager Mainz. I do not remember what we were getting him, but I'm sure his ship had the Mark V power generator already equipped, which would mean the shield upgrade Mark 10 is also in Frankfurt. If I'm not mistaken here, and I'm somewhat sure I'm not. Well, in that case, since we've got the money, we'll get both. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm quite satisfied with it, honestly. Especially with the knowledge that everything seems fine. We can go on this trip without screwing us over twice.
Cancel.
So let's just go. Let's just do this. What did I say? Dublin, New London, Cambridge, Omega 3, Omega 7, Stuttgart, New Berlin, Frankfurt, yes. Yes, that will work. And then reverse direction and go back here. Or is there a shorter way? I don't think there is. No, not really. Unless I may involve jump holes inside. Not really. Not really, no. I'm not sure if the travel through Cambridge, Omega 5, Omega 11 Stuttgart would be faster than Cambridge, Omega 3, Omega 7 Stuttgart. I'm gonna keep the safe route and just stake with, you know, pew. We're going to take the safe route and just go Omega 3 and 7. It's not something you see from the story anyway, so it's gonna be a nice little look. And it's gonna be more relaxed. I've been stressed out enough. Thank you, Freelancer, by the way, for keeping my stress level high. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Where am I even now? Yes. I absolutely wasn't paying attention there for a moment.
Dock access granted.
You know, I don't mind them not getting the dimensions right, but I believe Karen was about half the size of Pluto. Just saying. I don't mind it, but, you know, just dropping some knowledge.
Hey, don't fall asleep on me. Out here you'll get us killed.
Dock access granted. Scanning cargo. Chassis failure. Dock. Free flight.
Initiating trade lane sequence.
Dock access granted. Cancel. Dock access granted. Dock in use. Entering queue.
Slight apologies for the silence, I was just digging myself. I just enjoyed myself some nice little piece of chocolate for the nerves.
Initiating trade lane sequence.
I mean,
Cancel.
the thing will need
Dock
5
in use.
years.
Entering queue.
This had better be worth it. Knock it off, Freelancer!
That's been a really bad idea. That was way more than I expected. Nah, bloody hell. Okay. Didn't been that a bit faster than I thought, and I didn't have my turret activated. Even worse. I mean, doesn't matter much. It's not really much of a setback, but still. Yeah. That happened. But it's fine. Still beats waiting for that
Cancel.
for the train.
Cancel.
Come on.
Dock access granted.
So, will there be another transport blocking the gate? Yes, no, maybe. We'll find out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, there really is.
Dock in use. Entering queue.
Is it you or you? I think that's them. I'm tempted again, but there are so many. I'm just going to die if I try that again. We're just gonna sit here, relax, lay back, and just wait for this.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed to the Dublin system.
They have horrible angles. They really do. It's quite a bit waiting here. You better hurry. Look at those numbers. The damn train has more hold than a damn Bretonia gunboat. Yes, 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 yes! What? Oh, okay. What the hell is even happening today? What the hell is even happening today, honestly? And I thought last time the game was trying to fuck me over. And now I see this today. What the hell is happening today, really? At least we made it back to Bretonia territory. It's something. It's something. So our quest to get the Mark 5 power generator can finally start in full. No. Why not just ignore me?
Anomaly detected. Incoming missile.
Why not just ignore me?
Incoming missile.
Why not just ignore me? I can just wipe you from the face of the system if you want to, but I value my time.
Free flight.
For that Hercery that I didn't want to fight because the game is probably going to crash on me in a minute or so again. And now I'm most likely jinxed it. Oh, let's see how it goes.
Dock.
Let's go.
Dock. Access granted.
Before any of the transports get in the way. Nothing to worry about. Just a few mollies who are, for whatever reason, neutral to me.
Dock. Dock.
I still don't understand that, by the way. Did I do anything? Did I buy a reputation that the mollies suddenly went neutral? I can't buy a reputation for the mollies to go neutral. The mollies hate me regardless. It's not important anyway. It's not important. Let's not worry about it too much. Let's just appreciate the fact we have one less distraction here in Bretonia. Even though they seem to have fun here.
Free flight. Dock. Dock.
Die.
Access granted.
Okay. That's more of a shield killer. Should work pretty well against battleships though. What's the downtime on that mine? I didn't pay attention. I mean, it could be useful in the future. Not right now probably, but you know, when fighting battleships and such. Lots of corsairs. Oh. 3-second timer, that's not much. Next, and
Dock.
next,
Dock.
next.
Access granted.
I've got one of them on my tail. I've got a
Hit them.
bandit in my sights.
Maybe I should utilize those mines a little more when I've got a chance for it.
Dock. Dock. Access granted.
What I just noticed, and I'm at least very sure I didn't say it before, I'm not a friend of Britonia, in general. I do not like the systems very much. Cambridge is nice, it's great looking and everything. I also dislike the ships flying flow that the authorities use, meaning both the Chevalier and the Crusader. I do not like the design. I do not like the design of the transporter either, which name I do not have in my mind. I also do not like the music in these systems. So there is basically nothing about Britonia that I like, aside the fact that the story takes up a nice little action here. With both Sinclair and Quintain, the missions are quite nice. But then again, every mission is pretty nice in this game. I love them all. So that's nothing to go by either, at least not for me. At least not for my likings, not, you know?
Received your transmission, Republican Green 0. Where are you heading?
Dock. Dock. Access granted.
No matter. We're gonna be in the border world real soon. Or is it or were the Omega systems independent worlds? Ah, nope, border worlds. Very nice.
Trade lane disrupted. Warning. Sensor
How
efficiency
many
reduced.
of you are here? I booped them. I mean, do I even want to bother? Not really. Just gonna drop my mines here and be gone.
Looks like I've got some company.
Da da dee.
Dock. Access granted.
Just let me pass. I don't want to deal with you, and you don't want to turn. And you don't want to deal with me when I turn around to kick your ass. Says multiple. So instead of going over there to Sprague, we are going to the Wilkes Ice Field, which leads to another trade lane
Free
to
flow.
the Omega 7 jump gate.
Dock. Dock. Access granted.
And As said in the original Freelancer playthrough. Oh, come on. As stated in the original playthrough of Freelancer, since I had it with a viewer of mine, we had the topic of places you never visit. And the place you never really visit, or you never really, the places of little significance. There is, I'm gonna show you in a moment. Yeah, it should be Hessians, exactly. Since they're neutral with us, that's good. Don't have to deal with them.
Free flight. Dock. Access granted.
Target is prime and I'm ready.
Because over there in that field there is another station. If I'm not totally mistaken now, I believe it was Douglas Station. Douglas, however pronounced. It has nothing of significance, but it's a great hiding spot because A, no one knows that there is a base, B, no one cares that there is a base, and C, it's just so out of the way, and yeah, it's just not something that you'd expect.
All clear. Now it's our turn.
Welcome to Omega 7. Omega 7 is one giant nebula.
Dock.
The Omega 7 region of the Walker Nebula is rich in mineral resources. Explosive gas pockets are scattered through the cloud, making any travel away from trade lanes and known mining areas hazardous. Only recently settled, its rich deposits of cobalt, silver and copper are being exploited by the IMG, Daumann and Kruger. There are a handful of wrecks, a handful of Corsair fighters. They aren't really worth our time though. What's an interesting little thing about this Freistad base
Dock.
Roger that.
is, I'm just gonna show you because why not.
To dock 5.
Omega 7 is on the border to between Rhineland and Bretonia.
Received your transmission.
You know that much.
14.
And what I didn't realize in the initial play of this game, or the initial few playthroughs, to be quite fair, that I'm gonna just sell that stuff here real quick. Yes. No good price. Yes, on this station you can actually buy the Hammerhead. The Hammerhead is the best ship of the Bounty Hunter faction you can buy. What it does on this station, don't ask me, I have no clue. It's just a little upgrade to the Barracuda. The basic ship is the Piranha with just the middle section here. The Barracuda adds a wing to the left and right, and the Hammerhead adds exactly these little two pointy thingies here. Well, it's better suited for fighting because of the batteries and nanobots, but it's got so little cargo hold. I believe I'm fine with what I have for the moment. Let us continue. There shouldn't be anything of significance here.
This is Freistad. You are cleared for launch.
Could have checked though. Should have maybe. But we're going to Stuttgart anyway.
Dock
So let's continue.
access granted.
There are also 2 more bases here in the system. One somewhere here and one somewhere there. Ah, yeah, we see the Breezen mining facility here already, and somewhere in that field there's another one. Hessians again, not my fight.
Dock access granted.
I've got a visual on the enemy. Target is primed and I'm ready. I've got it. Flying into it. I've got a situation here.
You are a situation, my friend. Probably a dead one. But of course, who am I to judge?
This is Border Station Home to Greenland Freighter Convoy.
So, over there, Freiburg Station.
Looking white too.
If memory serves, we're approaching with that the one bounty hunter base in Rhineland.
We're moving diamonds to the event.
Bounty hunters have 3 bases, I believe. The one in Manchester, one in Shikoku, and that one here. I believe there are no more. Of course it is totally... Oh no, it wasn't. No, didn't the bounty hunters have a station here in Rhineland as well?
Alright, this is where we get off. Thanks for your help.
Huh.
This is Bounty Hunters Silver 11-11.
Dock access
Well,
granted.
memory didn't serve.
Acknowledged. Your request to
Not me at least. Planet Breisgau. Ah well, mistakes are human. I am human, so I make mistakes. Some more, some less severe. So, New Berlin. No. Yeah. Wait.
Dock access granted.
Yes, there is a shortcut. There is a shortcut we can take. Ah, I'm so good. I just remembered. Been a bit slow of me, I'm sorry. There is a shortcut we can take to Frankfurt. Should lead us very close to where we need or want to be.
Initiating trade lane sequence.
Could have thought about that sooner.
Dock
Let me in
in
next.
use. Entering queue.
Thank you.
Dock access granted.
See you around, pals. Goes on the jump gate. Bond Station that we're approaching is an interesting station. It's got a model unique to itself, and it is similar to Waterloo Station or Station Newark or however they all are named, but this one is is still under construction, as you can see. Station itself is somewhat ready, but it is not completed. Still construction thingies all around. Station hasn't been finished yet. It's a nice little touch. It's a nice little touch.
This is Bond Station to Cargo Transport
Bounty hunter.
Convoy. Submit your designation.
100. What this weapon uses? Let's see. And you can already see our shortcut if you pay attention.
Dock, access granted.
It's the same way we used in the story to get into this system. It is this beautiful little jump hole over there, which we'll be using to get to Sigma 13. And in Sigma 13, there is a jump hole over to Frankfurt.
Anomaly detected. Dock, access granted.
Yes. The remainders of Rhineland's war against the Gas Miners Guild. There's the Corsair. Let's see if he's after trouble or not.
Scanning cargo.
He's got significantly less hull than he should have, given his ship. No one. Not my problem. Almost perfectly set. We're going over to Frankfurt now with this.
Free flight. Anomaly detected.
Yes.
Dock, access
We go.
granted.
And this leads us now into the asteroid field that the Bundschuh base Bruchsal is located in. And there we get at the very least a shield upgrade. And then like Mines of Planet Holstein, probably the other thing. The other thing being the energy generator.
Go to.
But I want to be honest with you guys, I have no idea. Very interesting icon for those minefield. For those minefield. For that minefield. And there may or may not be the other thing in. We'll see. First, Bruchsal base. And from there, we continue.
Free flight. Dock.
Check. Please stand by. We're full at the moment. You will be cleared to proceed when it's free. This is Bruxelles to Border World Heavy Fighter Raiders. Please identify yourself. This is Bundschuh Green 8, submitting data. Transmission received, Bundschuh Green 8. What is your destination? We're out of the New Berlin system. We're going to the Hamburg system.
These little cuts in the voice thingies, in the voice interactions.
We have you on our scope. Please identify yourself.
Okay, let's check it out. So here we got the shield upgrade. Yes. Away with that, and here with that. And are we lucky? We aren't. You know what? Actually,
Mounted.
we do have the money, so why shouldn't
Mounted.
we? And Brussels base. Up. Oh no, Planet Holstein. Yeah, could have taken those with me. Okay. Planet or storage facility.
Freelancer Omicron
50-50,
1-8.
most likely.
This is Bruxelles. You are cleared for launch. Good journey.
I'm gonna try the planet first. If memory serves right, I'm pretty sure it was here as well. I'm pretty sure it was here as well. And if not, well, Google's my friend. Planet first, then storage facility. There is a station too, but I don't know if there is anything or not.
Request to land is granted. Please proceed to land.
It's a little bit troublesome for me. Is there? There are ships. Nexus light fighter. Looks weird. And is certainly weaker than anything I have, so no thanks. Okay. Hole in one. Very nice. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. That looks way better. Get away, get on board. And get rid of that, or at least a decent price. Consumer goods, well, we could drop it. Why am I even considering this? It's no good. Doesn't bring us any benefits. Let's go back.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is Planet Holstein. Planetary exit was a success. Good luck out there.
Alright, we're going back the way we came. Well, aside from the start, it's been a bit boring stream, I know. And even the start was quite boring since I was muted all the time. Thank you very much. I don't know why OBS muted me. It must have muted me from the very beginning of the program. But at the very least, it's been noticed. Well, the damage's been done. My screaming is not on recording. It's not on stream. So there goes a lot of the entertainment value. Especially when we've been engaging the Nomad outpost. It's been fun. I had fun with that actually. But little things. You heard none of it.
Free flight.
And that is frankly enough annoying.
Anomaly detected. Dock access
Here
granted.
we go. Well, at least the trip isn't too much trouble. You can see it already, I don't even need a waypoint. No, my dear junkers, I do not want cardamine, thank you. Cardamine, by the way, is a drug. I don't even know if I explained that. Cardamine is a drug
Radiation damage
brought by the
detected.
outcasts, actually. Holy shit, they have. Oh, I'm not sure if I should do a little bit of an information drop here, since I've got nothing else to do anyway. Besides flying back to Seoul. Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, yeah. So a little bit of a history lesson first and foremost. After the Alliance left the Sol system, they sent out, or the moment the Alliance left the Sol system, because they lost the war with the Coalition, the Alliance sent out 5 sleeper ships.
Dock.
the Liberty, the Britonia,
Dock. Dock. Access
the Liberty,
granted.
the Britonia, the Corsari, the Rhineland, and the Hispania. We see in the game 4 nations: Liberty, Britonia, Corsari, and Rhineland. We never heard anything of the Britannia. Hispania. What is it with Britannia today? Yeah, we do not learn about the Hispania. The Hispania can actually be found.
Dock. Dock. Access
And
granted.
to be exactly in a system we've been to. The Hispania lays home in... Where is it? 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 Here. An Omicron Alpha. The Hispania is over here in a debris field. Somewhere around those lines. This debris field is next to a planet. That planet is planet
Dock.
Malta.
Dock. Access
Planet
granted.
Malta is the home planet of the outcasts. And on this planet there was a plant growing. That plant was cardamine. I don't know if you've noticed, whenever we've seen outcasts, which is rare, but we've seen them in cutscenes and such, they always had sort of an inhalator connected to them, to their nose and such. They need
Dock.
cardamine
Dock.
to survive.
Access granted.
Cardamine is a highly addictive drug, one by the plants of that planet. The problem is, with it being so addictive, the outcasts can't go anywhere without it. And, of course, the addiction makes it highly illegal. With it being illegal, there comes, of course, quite the popular market with it. And the outcasts utilize it.
Dock.
And
Dock.
another
Access
thing,
granted.
so you've learned now the outcasts are basically offsprings of the Hispania. The Hispania had another offspring though. An offspring that does not like the outcasts. It's the Corsairs. We've been on the Corsair homeworld in Omicron Gamma due to Crossfire story reasons here. The Corsairs are also hailed from the Hispania. And they got into conflict somehow. I do not remember all the fuzzy bits. They got into conflict with one another and dislike each other since.
Dock.
But they have the
Dock.
same origin.
Access granted.
Both of these incredibly powerful pirate factions are part of the lost, or have been, on the lost sleeper ship. I think that's pretty amazing. It's a very, very neat bit of information, especially if you didn't know that. Ooh, there's a bit of traffic here.
Republican Gold 13-1. You are now cleared to
But I also want to be honest, I'm not sure which faction is stronger at the end of the day. The Outcasts or the Corsairs. I'd say purely stat-wise from the ships. Purely stat-wise from their ships, not their weapons, because I do not have the weapon stats in my head. Purely from the ship's stats, the Corsairs are stronger. Because the Titan has more armor.
Dock.
But I believe the Saber, come on, the very heavy fighter of the Outcasts, may have a little less armor, about 1,000 or 2,000 points. But, in turn, the saber has probably a little bit more maneuverability. And it has, like the dagger, and unlike the stiletto for whatever reason, it has its turret on top. Meaning you can shoot with up to 6 weapons to the front and still with 1 behind you. With the turret below you gets a little bit more difficult, but that the Titan doesn't have. The Titan has its turret on the back of its here. On the back of its upper wing thingy. I have no idea how it's called. And thus it cannot shoot forward. So in a straight up firefight, that would give an edge to the outcast. And another thing, which is at this point of course a pure speculation, I'd say the outcast weapons are at least more effective. I'm not sure if stronger, but at least more effective than the Corsair ones. Reason is because in this mod, higher level enemies that do not made it to the ace pilot, to the fighter aces, but the lieutenants of every faction, side of the blood ranks, the lieutenants are always equipped with their new mod added ships, the Wolverine, another Crusader and whatnot, and always equipped with the Worm weapons, the Worm Mark II and Mark I. Those are representative the class 8 and 9 weapons of the outcasts, not of the Corsairs. That could lead to the assumption that the outcast weaponry is a tad bit superior to the Corsair weaponry. What the Corsairs have, on the other hand, is a shield breaker weapon. I will not even try to pronounce that name. Let's just say that weapon does quite a bit of shield damage. And that is something the Corsairs have that the outcasts don't. Is that enough to give them the edge in a straight fight? Maybe. The NPCs do not use that weapon, however. It is available to the player. Telzone no. No, not even going to try. Not even going to try more than I already did. I will just show you. Yep, I will just show you. The other weapon was the Salamence Mark II, that much I remember. Salamence Mark II is their other weapon here in Planet Creator. I've been on there. Are you kidding me? Tripoli shipyard then.
I see them. I'm not engaging. They're too tough.
Yeah, Salamence Mark I is the Class 8 weapons. Here. No, Tizona del Cid. Tizona del Cid. That is their Class 9 shield breaker weapon. Fairly strong in its own right. Why am I even bothering?
Homing in on bandit.
I mean, really, why do I even bother? They're no threat to me.
This is Report 1.
Dock. Access granted.
Da da dee da 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 da.
trade lane disrupted. Warning, sensor efficiency reduced.
Huh. The faction of those two that I personally prefer, however, are the Outcasts. Make of that whatever you want, I just like their style more. And come on. All three, the dagger, the stiletto, and the saber are pretty cool ships.
Incoming missile.
The Corsair, the Legionnaire, use it in the main story. And also the Centurion and Titan are nice ships in their own right. Do not misunderstand that. But the dagger and the series, the evolution of that fighter, just it has so much more style. And also, thinking about that, I'm just gonna talk a little bit since I've got nothing else to do anyway. Both Corsairs and Outcasts are so much stronger than any house military. I'm just gonna drop that here. They have way more powerful fighters. To put it into perspective, I mean, of course, I know the game is designed for a constant growth and everything. But if you imagine, the Liberty military has the Defender as their main ship. Battleships are out of the question right now. But they also are kinda underwhelming, for being honest. On all ends. So, if we're putting that into perspective, the Defender has up to weapon class 4, shield class 4, with 1,600 points of armor. Alright? Now, if we put that into perspective with just the Bretonnian Crusader, which goes up to weapon class 5, has shield class of 5, has an additional weapon, which is somewhat irrelevant, but you get my point, and add to that a solid 1,000 points more. Go up to Kuzari. Add another 1,000 points of hull. Add another weapon class up to weapon class and shield class 6. And they're already way superior to Liberty. If we're going to top that off now with Rhineland. Rhineland is the strongest of the nations. The Valkyrie has 5,800 points of armor. 5 weapon hard points, 2 class 6, 3 class 8 hard points. Also a turret class 8 hard point. If you use that or not is another matter. And how the NPCs use those ships is another point as well. Because of course they are not honest with it. Of course they have more equipped than they should be able to. Which goes, interestingly enough, to all except Rhineland. From what I've seen. Purely from what I've seen. Rhineland is the only house military, talking military only here, that I've seen nothing on that they shouldn't have. Meaning no higher shield class, no higher weapon class, and nothing.
Dock access granted.
That is interesting. Because I do know Liberty has up to weapon class 6. Journy used them towards the end. And I also know that in, I believe, the Kepler system and the Hudson system, no, Bering and Hudson, there are Liberty patrols with class 6 shielding and weapons. Which is alright. They can match with that the basics of Rhineland weaponry. Because Rhineland starts at weapon class 6 with the in German it's Finsterklinge, I'm not even... Stealth Blade in English. Ah. Very irritating. The Bretonian military has up to weapon class 6. I believe. I believe it was 6. I think they didn't reach 7. Khazari reaches 7 to my knowledge. I haven't seen a class 8 weapon. If there is, I'm terribly sorry. But then I really never saw one. I might never have visited the base, or I didn't pay enough attention. Also, everything's possible. I do not want to put this into, you know, on finals if I'm not absolutely sure. I am absolutely sure about the Liberty part, and I am also absolutely sure about the Rhineland part. Rhineland has the Horn Viper Mark II on one base in Dresden, I believe, which is class 9 weaponry that Rhineland in theory could field. If it's allowed on the ship or not for the player is a totally different matter. We're not going with this. But Rhineland could in theory field class 9 weaponry from what they have. So, and with those facts now, of course, keep in mind that means the Valkyrie is still significantly weaker in hull points than everything else. Wait a second, I'm just gonna get rid of those. So, as I was saying, Rhineland is the only nation that could field class 9 weaponry, despite only having a comparatively weak ship. I love the Valkyrie, don't get me wrong, but if we're talking Corsairs and Outcasts here, the Saber of the Outcast has 10,000 something hull points, with up to class 10 weaponry. The Corsairs only, both Corsairs and Outcasts only have class 9 weapons at most. Important. Very important mention. I do not want to give way to false assumptions. They both have capacity up to weapon class 10. They only use weapon class 9 at most. So, that would put both Outcasts and Corsairs and Rhineland potentially on equal footing weapon-wise. Now, as I just mentioned, the Valkyrie is just plain inferior to both the Saber and the Titan. Hello there. That means in a straight 1-on-1 fight with equal armament, the Outcasts and the Corsairs would win every engagement simply because their shield has their ships have twice as much armor. The Titan goes somewhere around 12,000. Speaking of the Titan, those numbers can't be taken at face value here. Those are stats, and there's the Salamence Mark II. Nice little piece of information there we got. Yes, going back. What I find interesting about those two factions, the Outcasts and Corsairs, is that I mean, technically speaking, yet again, the lower tier ships of those two factions are very much unequal. Unequal. They are not equal. While the Dagger and the Legionnaire are somewhat close together, with the Dagger at 1,800 hull, 4 weapon slots, 1 turret slots up to class 4, and the Legionnaire with 2,200 points of armor, 4 weapon slots, no turret slot, up to class 5. They are somewhat equally matched. Not completely, but you know, it's a bit of skill. It's a bit skill and luck depending. If we're putting the Centurion and the Stiletto on a scale, the Centurion wins every engagement. Let me tell you why. In the main storyline here, I use the Stiletto towards the end. Because I love it. Because I love the ship. I love the design and everything. Yeah? Fuck! I bought the Christ. I bought the Stiletto. It has 6 weapons up to class 7, no turret slot, with 4,900 health, armor, whatever. Alright, a very decent ship, doing very well in both Kusari, the Kusari Bretonia border was especially good there. Also doing still pretty much fine in Rhineland territory, despite being outmatched by the Rhineland military. Still very much able to give a good fight. Yeah. Ship is definitely not a bad one. Now, if we're looking at the Centurion is a little bit of a different matter. You'll find the Centurion starting in the Sigma and Omega systems. I do not believe that Kusari actually deals with the Corsairs. Neither does Bretonia with these ships. And I'm not even sure if Rhineland really does. They're very much found in the border worlds and what are they called? Rim? No, not Rim Worlds. How are they called? The Omega systems and such and such. They're not border worlds. Let me check that real quick. Just to drop you off the correct information. Serious sector, please. Here, Sigma 13 is a border world, and Omicron Gamma. It's Omicron Gamma. It's not Edge Worlds. Edge Worlds. Okay. The Edge Worlds. You'll find the Titans in those regions. The Titan starts off as, in theory, the middle part between Titan and Legionnaire, like the Stiletto is between the Saber and the Dagger. Difference is the Centurion starts with 9,200 armor, up to weapon class 9, right off the bat. 6 weapons, 1 turret, I believe. Not sure about the turret, but at least, at the very least, 6 weapons. So, if we would do full force, full-on war with all ship types, Outcasts versus Corsairs, on that note, the Corsairs would win. Because while I personally believe that the Saber can outperform the Titan due to the additional better usable turret and maybe superior weaponry, I believe that edge will not be enough to compensate both the certainly way superior stiletto, contrary to the Centurion, or the still ever so slightly inferior dagger to the Legionnaire. While I stay with what I said, that the dagger and Legionnaire might be equal, I'm lacking every data on that one, of course, besides raw stats. I could do some math now, equipping the dagger with the Corsair weaponry, with the outcast weaponry, calculate the DPS, do the same with the Legionnaire, all with the level equipment, of course, that fits their ship. But I think they should be around equal. I do not want to go into too much detail now, since I'm just talking to at the end of the day to give myself a little bit of time. So I'm just gonna stick with the light fighters are somewhat equal, but the heavy fighters are definitely outclassed on the end of the outcasts. They shouldn't have much chance against the Corsairs. Question is, with a standstill at the light fighters, a slight potential edge on the very heavy fighters for the outcasts, but severely outmatched heavy fighters. How would this turn out? I'm not sure. In an all-out war with every fighter class involved, the Corsairs would probably win. Would be my call on this one. Speaking just with their strongest ships, meaning Saber and Titan, I'm not so sure. I'd give the outcasts actually decent chances. Because they are strong. They are very strong. They could have the edge with that additional turret slot, which could counter their the armor advantage that the Centurion has. Not quite sure, but it's a valid guess. But be that as it may, between Corsairs and Outcasts, if those two would ally and attack a house, I'm not sure they could. I'm not sure the house could survive that. They have battleships and all, but well, I mean they are somewhat underwhelming, as we saw in the story, right? They're all nice and such, but a very good example that just comes to mind. The story mission on our way to Rhineland. Story mission on our way to Rhineland, where we find the Rhineland fleet in Sigma 13. Our escort wings has been Sabers and Stilettos. Kobo and Takero were flying a Saber, I believe. The others were Stilettos. Or were they the Drang? No, they weren't Drangs. They were Stilettos, I'm 90% sure. Or even... doesn't matter. Anyway, they had good outcast weaponry.
Repair complete.
And, well, we've had, what, maybe half a dozen fighters? Sell that one. Maybe had half a dozen fighters. And we decimated a Rhineland fleet.
Loaded into cargo
Destroyed
hold.
2 battleships. several cruisers, several fighter wings. Let that just roll around your head there for a second. And with that knowledge, I do not believe that any other house would stand a chance. That's just my opinion, though. Let's get into this,
Good to see you again.
boys and girls. I want to do
Really
something
use you
today.
out
So, Journy and King were already waiting for me here. They want to find out what happened to a small battle group which was sent to Jack Blinch's coordinates. The last status report made no sense at all, and then the ships just disappeared. Journy appears to be worried as the last Nomad forces moved exactly into the direction of these coordinates after the main fleet was destroyed at Saturn months ago. Now I have to decide whether I go on that mission or explore some new systems and return to the old HQ later. I'm not feeling like exploring any more systems, so let's
there.
go.
All right.
Launch to space. Here we go again. King and Journy will follow you to find out what happened to the ships. You should be careful. Money, access to new systems.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is
Uno HQ.
everything's a go for launch. Good flying. I have the coordinates. Trent, you take the lead.
So, this is very far now. This is very far now, and I'm...
Alright, this is
Ooh,
our stop.
hi.
Thank you for your help.
And I've ran a bit out of stuff to talk right now. So, let me just check them out real quick.
Request to more is granted. Proceed to more 5.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. And King,
Cargo.
you go with those. Also sweet, yes, yes. Alright,
Go to.
so this is really far. I'm gonna grab a quick bite, and then I'll be back.
What is that?
Look at the size of that thing.
Good God. What a sight.
Would you look at that? It seems I've returned to quite a good moment. We'll see here a dimensional rift,
Anomaly detected.
which is essentially a glorified jump hole. Did we get anything else? Alright. Anything else in the area? No.
Dock. Dock.
Let's go
Access
through them.
granted.
And we even have nice music here. Music on the jump, something new. Fancy. This, on the other hand, isn't that cool.
Incoming missile cancelled.
Where are we?
Wow, look at this place.
Shield failed.
Let me check the Nomad interceptor first.
Shield
Ow.
restored. Shield failed.
Yeah, heavy Nomad turret.
Shield restored.
Okay, that thing is running away.
Shield failed. Shield restored.
These hairy turrets do so much.
Shield failed.
Yeah, and the other one is running away. Ouch.
Shield restored.
Not so nice. I have the feeling... Sounds a tad bit loud. Oh there, Jack Blaine's ship! Ain't that great. It's Especially with that over there.
Cancel.
Ship is damaged, life support doesn't work, the pilot is dead and there is no information about how this ship got destroyed or who attacked it. The nomad structure in this system suggests that Blinch encountered a nomad patrol. It seems like this was the end of his journey. There's a functional warp gate right in front of us. It would be interesting to know how it came to this place.
Dock. Dock. Access granted.
So we'll be going through. Let's continue exploring then. This should be interesting now.
Go to. Scanning. Cargo.
What about the other order ships? Okay, they're still with us. Delta Wing.
Free flight.
Well then, let us fly to Gurm.
Dock.
And that's a
Dock.
coalition
Access
warp
granted.
gate. What could that possibly mean? I wonder.
Scanner's picking up massive readings.
Scanning.
I have multiple signals on an approach vector. Prepare to engage.
Well, they are enemies, so...
They're opening fire. Engage.
Oi!
Alright, Trent, we have to get out of here. Head to the coordinates. Quickly.
I'm going in.
I've lost
People,
something.
let's move out.
What did I lose? Oh, I lost my torpedo. Everything else seems somewhat in order. Yeah? No, oh no, no, my torpedo is still working. Good.
Incoming missile. Incoming missile.
They keep bringing in more ships.
Wait. Okay, that was heavy.
Scanner's picking up massive readings.
That was a heavy hit I took there.
I have multiple signals on an approach vector. Prepare to engage. They're opening fire. Engage.
I'm going in.
All right, Trent. We have to get out of here. Head to the coordinates. Quickly. Quickly, people. Let's move out.
Now I noticed my mistake from before. I should have just run. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Okay. Instead of just fighting them off, I should have just run. Okay. Totally missed that. Fuck me. King has just been released from hospital. Journy is still worried about his condition. It has been 4 months since the incident in Gurm, and it has for sure will take some more weeks before King will see a cockpit from inside again. The first contact with the Coalition was unpleasant, but not unexpected. Since the day we found the Coalition sleeper ship in the Fel, we presumed that that if one sleeper ship survived the exodus from Earth, others might have been following. Now that we know that one Coalition sleeper ship launched from the Saturn station and 2 others from the Mars colonies, unlike our first expectations, they never headed to the Sirius sector but flew directly through Nomad space to the Altair sector. For the first 2 centuries, their newly built colonies remained safe, but then the Coalition started to build new warp gates to colonize new systems. It took not long before the Nomads arrived in Coalition space and the long war started. Fortunately for the Coalition, the ion cannon technology proved to be very effective against Nomad ships, so a massive dark rain defense grid with cloaking detectors was built to protect the Coalition colonies. Our approach to Gurm showed how serious the Coalition takes its defense. The incident brought us very close to the edge of another war. The battle group we were searching that day never returned. And from on our way back to Sol, Journy's long-range sensors detected the debris field in Gurm. From 14 scout teams we have sent to the Altair during the past months, only 2 have returned. The losses for such a search and rescue mission have become unacceptable. 2 weeks ago, a cloaked transporter jumped to Sol. Apparently, the Coalition suddenly shows interest in diplomatic relations. We should find out what is actually going on here, and if history repeats, you can meet some diplomats at the bar. Ooh, all right.
Repair complete.
Expensive repairs. I lost my cruise disruptor. Not as bad. Can get a new one.
Mounted.
Still unpleasant, but not bad. Enter the bar. Okay. Talk with a Coalition officer.
What's up? Can I help you with something?
Anything for me?
I don't know you. First time here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I work... We don't really run this place, but we have an understanding with the people who do.
Nice. Interesting pair.
Huh? Trent?
Unbelievable. I'm sorry, Journey, really.
Could have just
Don't worry.
been right,
Never
but
told you.
okay.
Ask the bartender about me the day we met.
The conversation with the Coalition commander reveals their wish to end the rivalities of the past. Centuries have passed since the Sol War. Centuries that the Coalition was under siege by Nomad forces. Lately, a large number of Coalition ships and defense platforms in their border systems were attacked and destroyed by unknown forces. Nobody survived and nobody could tell about the attacks. When our ships jumped to Gurm, it appeared logical to the Coalition military that we were the intruders and that have caused so much damage to them. So a new war between Coalition and Alliance started to rise. The conflicts of the past few months has raised fears that the Coalition could not stand two enemies at once. Meanwhile, the majority of the Coalition military have doubts that we are responsible for the loss of their ships and structures as both sides appear even in technology and power. I can't read for my life anymore. Something else must be out there.
I don't want to repeat performance in Manhattan.
All right.
Fly to Altair and contact the Coalition. Will do. Launch to space.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is
Ah, okay.
successful. Good journey.
Good. Dock with Battleship Deliverance.
Dock, access.
That I'll gladly do, because I know that battleship will be at the Dimensional Rift. The captain of the Battleship Deliverance has the order to fly to the Dimensional Rift and take defense position there. The nomad threat from Styx should not be taken lightly. The order has already sent a fleet there, and the construction of 3 defense platforms will finish soon. Trent and Journy were asked by the Coalition commander here in Seoul to deliver the contract of the official ceasefire negotiations to a Coalition station located in the Sovietskaya system. Free passage through Coalition space is granted using a special transmitter code, a sign of goodwill. What ship is here? Butcher again. Not my interest. So let us leave.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is everything's a go for launch. Good luck out there.
Hello, Journy.
Hey, you're here. Let's get going.
And when we turn around, we see the fleet.
Anomaly detected.
There are several ships here now. Ooh.
Dock, access
Went
granted.
a bit too fast. There, Nomad Haunt. There's also a new ship type of the Nomads. Oh god. And the Interceptors! No! Fuck! Well, this could get interesting now. I think I blew myself up with that. Oh! Come on, that's just unfair! That's just plain unfair! No! Why? Why is it even a thing?
Scanning. Cargo.
Oh, bloody fucking. This unit had a lot, and it does have strong armor line on the cable ships and very powerful line that allow it to shoot the enemy lines. No, okay. Oh, that was just unfair. Journy also received quite a beating there. Over to Mandar. Holy shit.
Flow 2.
There is a Rhineland battleship wreck. What's that doing here?
Free fly.
And why wasn't it here before? I wonder, I wonder.
Cancel.
Captain's log. Jason Brannigan. Oh god. It's been several years now since the Battle of Crossfire. The loss of the Dyson Sphere and the destruction of X-3043's main planet was a heavy strike back for the Nomads. However, the Nomad fleet is still able to hold control of several important systems, such as Death Valley and Freeport 7, which was called this way to honor the victims that died on the first Nomad strike, on the first Nomad attack. Even after the Houses of Sirius united to fight against the Nomad threat, we had heavy losses on our side, and I have lost many good friends and comrades in the last years. I wish I could turn back time and correct some mistakes. Wishes. Stupid wishes of an old man. Hey, I should be glad that I got the chance to see our old home, the Earth, instead of dreaming about how my life might have been if we would have never been attacked by the Nomads. Most likely I wouldn't have joined the Navy again. Well, it's right what people say about time. It makes us different from what we wanted to be. It has led me to this place. It made me captain of that old rusty Rhineland battleship. Well, okay, can imagine worse places. At least it seems like the war with the Coalition seems to be over. The leader of the Houses of Sirius have agreed to the ceasefire with the Coalition. To me, it seems like the Coalition can't stand the heavy Nomad attacks any longer. After 800 years, they can't fight us and the Nomads at once. I wonder how they survived for all that time. For that, they have my respect. Even if I will never trust those Coalition guys, I think it's better to forget about the past until the Nomad threat has gone. I just hope for us that they won't stab us in our backs if they get the chance. One thing is sure, I will keep my eyes open if a Coalition fighter is near. The Fleet Command ordered us, the Rhineland Cruiser Victory and Rhineland Battleship Pride of Berlin, to the Gladius system to investigate the loss of a smaller liner transporting our diplomats to the Coalition. From what we know, they have managed to pass the Nomad systems and were straight on the way to the Coalition HQ. Last contact with them was here in Gladius. I wouldn't wonder if a Coalition fighter has shot them down, but that is my opinion. But my opinion is not important. That's why we are here and risk our lives. But who am I that I doubt my orders? Sometimes I think we're not more worth than a piece of scrap metal or a beep. Captain, we have reached our position and receiving unknown transmissions. Coalition on Nomads. No sir, the transmission have no known signature. What do you mean no known signature? Who else could be able to do those transmissions if not Coalitions or Nomads? I've never seen something like this before. Okay, I'll come. Set course to the Gladius Sector E5. We'll meet the Victory there. Beep. It seems that our Phantom is close. Let's see if it's human or not. Captain's log, EOF. What could possibly be out there?
Dock. Access granted.
You saw nothing just there, got it. There you can also see the destroyed iron cannons.
Scanning. Cargo.
No.
Incoming missile.
my lord. They should be worthless. Yes, they are. Good. Then let's run. These nomad bombers and interceptors are scary. Captain's log. Jürgen Berngruber. We have lost the contact to Captain Brannigan. He wanted to meet us here, said something about unknown transmissions, but now we are waiting here for hours without any contacts. Brannigan should have arrived here hours ago. I wish I would know where to search for them. All we have is weird coordinates that don't seem to make any sense. TX-45 X76 and KT40 TRWYT33. It seems like some kind of old military code. Brannigan always was a friend of those old military codes that were used during the war between Alliance and Coalition. Maybe he encrypted those coordinates to protect something or someone. God, I held those old war games. Best would be to search for the next Coalition station and try to get help there. Maybe someone there knows what kind of code this might be, and maybe some of the high-ranked officers in the bars have heard some rumors. Alarm! Unknown ships approaching! What? Captain's log. EOF. Fly to the waypoint. Up we go to the jump gate. Ah, a Coalition patrol. Lovely. I'm just gonna say the Coalition is strong. They're deadly strong. And I want that Gatlings. And I'll be getting them. Yo, Journy, how are you doing? Fire and flame as usual. You could also say, she's hot. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. That was almost painful. I can feel it. I really can. As long as there no interceptors and bombers arrive, should be fine. Speaking of, why? How? How did they wreck me? I mean, honestly. Well, I'm not gonna read that shit again. I'm just gonna loot it and be on my merry way. No.
Go to.
Shift E doesn't get me into cruise. Those nomad fighters do not matter. So, and I'm 90% sure there will be another nomad patrol to fuck me up in just a moment. I'm reasonably sure about that. Wait a second. Just because I want to... Okay. All good. Straight ahead, but nothing to worry about with them. Those can't do shit.
All of the hostiles are destroyed.
Good to hear, Journy. Is that what I think it is? There might be something more unpleasant coming up.
Free fly.
Straight ahead there. Oh no, just unknown object, coalition weapons, platforms. Never mind, all good. Never battled those before, to be fair. Alright, Sovietskaya.
Dog.
That's where we want to go.
Access granted.
So that's where we're gonna go. Alright. There are old coalition sleeper ships. Quite a few, actually. quite a few. That's quite a few. Hmm. Whoa, hi! There, what are you? Heavy cruiser.
Scanning.
Can't see, but it has 26 guns, and with that it's very dangerous. Apologies. What? What? Wait, Journy gets shot. Look. Journy got shot out by the coalition rogues.
Scanning.
Luckily I don't, because they are equipped with coalition gatlings as well. They are extremely dangerous. More so than quite a few other opponents one might face.
Enemy target locked. Engaging coalition. Roll 3.
Journey's a little bit behind. I hope she'll catch up soon. I'm not sure if I need her. So, I don't know if the mission will just bug out or not.
Free fly.
I mean, I'm just gonna wait for Journey. Just to be sure. Yeah. Damn coalition rogues. Way too strong, please nerf.
Dog.
Come on, Journey, let's go. You're fine. I just want to mention what I was always found, what I have always found very off-putting is that planet. It's fucking far away. What I find cool, however, is the sun. It is not nearly as big and not nearly as scary. And this is the planet we're gonna land on. Most likely. And it is fucking scary. Just look at the size of that thing. We're so far away. And you know how close you have to be to a planet to land on it, right? Gotta be pretty close. Not a fan. Not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. And this is a damn big system, by the way. Baku station. Dock!
Dock.
Ugh.
Access granted.
Couldn't hit it here for a second. Planet gets closer, slowly. This is so uncomfortably close. Oh, there is the Charco outpost. And yes, this is all very Russian oriented. Very Russian, I don't know, maybe Polish? I don't even know how to call it in English. Somewhere around that area at least. Journy, don't hit me.
Dock. Access granted. Trade lane disrupted.
Journy! Ah, okay. That's a wing of coalition rogues. But still, Journy!
Acknowledged.
Scanning. Cargo.
Okay, let's continue. Well then I assume we're going to the Borodin space station, huh? Another planet. But who would know? What I do know, however, is that I will be ending the stream once this part here is done.
Hey, don't fall asleep on me. Out here you'll get us killed.
And that space station also is enormous.
Dock. Free flight. Dock.
What do you have?
Access granted. Scanning. Cargo.
H fuel.
Cargo.
Huh? They didn't say H fuel. Never. Never did they say H fuel. No cares anyway, aside of me. Too big. And the station also. I mean, it's got an eye. It's a giant iron cannon with station. And this is their docking ring.
Dock.
Acknowledged. Your request to land is granted. Please proceed to land.
Well then, let's land on the space station. The conditions for the ceasefire and the upcoming peace treaty have been accepted by the coalition government. At least they keep their word, for now. While the travel to Sovietskaya was, except a few nomad patrols, mainly peaceful, the found wrecks and the black boxes give reason to be worried. Which attacker could be so fast and devastating to cause such havoc to the coalition and our ships? Brenning's coordinates appeared encrypted, but here, on this coalition station, nobody seems to know the code. One of the equipment dealers advised us to fly to the coalition HQ, which is just one jump away. There we would get professional help with the decryption. Yeah, we're gonna just take a quick check on equipment and ships. Nothing here that catches my fancy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and can't get my coalition Gatlings here. On another station. Damn it! Save game. I'm gonna call this stream new, because I still want to check things on that other save. Alright, but I'd say with this we've done enough for a day. Thanks for watching, whether you've watched the stream, parts of it, or are watching on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're having a wonderful time. Until next time. See you around.